Hey Capricorn, this is your December 2019 love reading, and I'm noticing right away that you have your major arcana in your energy, and I always love to see that because that means that you're taking your power back. Whenever I see the major arcana being in your own energy, that is a very, very good sign, and especially because it's on top of the Five of Cups reversed. Now, the Five of Cups is about regret and sorrow and rumination, looking back in the past, regretting, wishing you could go back and change things, right? The fact that this is in reverse means that you're getting over that. You are reversing that energy. And at the time of this reading, we're actually in a Mercury retrograde and there is a full moon tonight. So this energy, you may be going through this right now at the time that you watch this video, or throughout the month of December, okay? Now, again, you have your major arcana right here. So you're calling your power back, and right next to this, you have the Three of Swords. That's heartbreak. That is pain. That is sorrow. You have the Queen of Swords on top of this. Now, I'm seeing in terms of specific elements, I'm seeing air. I'm also seeing fire. And for a small percentage of you, I'm seeing water signs, okay? Specifically Pisces. But it will mostly be air and fire for you this month, okay? Now, with the Queen of Swords being on top of your Three of Swords, you can see in this depiction that she has, she's holding someone's head. And it's symbolic of cutting your ties with someone, getting over someone, moving on from something that has died, something that has been cut away from you emotionally. And I feel that's the majority of the energy that you're going through this month, Capricorn. You're being very strong-willed about it. You're being very strong about it. And I'm also seeing here at the bottom of your deck, you have a goat-like figure here, and that is you. That's your major arcana as well, with the devil here and here. And this is the Nine of Discs, but this goat-like figure is really giving me the vibe of Capricorn. And then there's a number 8 across this figure, so infinity, and also cutting those karmic ties with someone. Now, again, being that this is the Nine of Discs reversed, you're tired of being single, or you're tired of feeling like you're alone. You're tired of feeling like you're very independent, like you're doing it all by yourself. I am seeing here, Capricorn, that you're not going to be single for very much longer, or you're not going to be feeling alone for very much longer. This is in reverse. This is changing for you. You have been in a period of stalling, of waiting, of being in that hanged man energy here. This is clarifying this. So you've been waiting for someone, or you've been waiting to make a decision, because decisions and choices are going to be incredibly important this month. You have the Two of Wands here, which is like being at a crossroads. And then you also have the Two of Swords here, which is making a choice. Okay, and this definitely has to do with a relationship, because you also have the Lovers here and the Ten of Cups. So you are definitely either dealing with a relationship this month, or you're thinking about a relationship that you just came out of, okay? Again, Three of Swords here, and then you have Justice here. And right next to your Justice card, by the way, you have the Nine of Cups. You are going to get justice when it comes to this heartbreaking situation, because you also have the Star clarifying this. You're going to be healing. And I'm also noticing in this depiction that she has her hands over her chest, like cupping her heart here. So some of you have definitely gone through quite a devastating energy emotionally, but Spirit is definitely looking out for you with the Star here, and you're healing. You're healing on a very deep karmic soul level here. Now, you are going to be getting peace in the situation, and this is showing up towards the beginning of December, and you are going to be getting what you want and need out of this situation, okay? That's going to be different for each of you, but being that you have happiness right next to justice, this is pertaining to this Three of Swords energy, this heartbreak energy, and healing from it, okay? Moving on from the Five of Cups energy, moving on from regret, remorse, or continuously looking back over your shoulder into what could have been or what was. Now, this is definitely a mental choice that you're going to be faced with the Two of Swords here, but you're going to choose peace. You're going to choose to move on. And it is going to be very, very good for you, Capricorn, because it's going to lead to happiness. Now, right next to this, you have the Page of Cups, and then you have the Knight of Cups reversed. I feel that you turned this down because this Knight of Cups individual is showing up reversed, meaning you turned this offer down, or you are going to come to that conclusion. This may be showing up towards the end of December for some of you. For others of you, you'll already know what I'm talking about. You have the Queen of Wands on top of this. Now, with the Queen of Wands on top of the Knight of Cups reversed, the Queen is always a character that's more mature than the Knight. And because this is right next to the Page of Cups, you may have felt like someone's offer to you was too little or too late, meaning it wasn't enough. Or they may have come across to you as being immature, not mature enough for a relationship with you. And you have the Knight of Wands on top of this, which is symbolic of strength. So it did take a lot of strength for you to move away from the situation, or to even demand more out of this person. And I do feel like for some of you here, this whole scenario that's taking place is exactly that. It's being presented with an opportunity and being unsatisfied with the amount of effort someone is showing you, and you having the strength and the self boundary and, you know, that defensiveness to where you're actually like, you know what, this is really not enough. I demand more, or I deserve more. That's the energy that I'm getting from this. And there is a turn down here. Okay. I do feel like you're taking on the Queen of Wands energy, because you're also showing up here as the Queen of Swords. So you're coming through as being very determined, being very defensive, but in a way that's like self-preserving, self-protecting. And this is because you've come out of the Three of Swords energy, which is that heartbreak. So any small offers coming towards you, it's not going to feel like enough. And rightly so, because you are healing. And if someone is just going to throw, you know, tiny tokens of appreciation at your feet, it's just not going to cut it this month. So there is definitely a rejection here. Whenever I see this, it can definitely be a vice versa situation in a general reading. But for the majority of you, I am seeing here, Capricorn, that you're the one that's actually turning this down because it's just not enough to you, okay? Right next to this, you have Strength reversed, and you have the Soul card clarifying this. You have been feeling very tired. There is someone here, Capricorn, and I feel like this is someone that you are currently separating from, or that you have recently separated from. They want you back because their energy is showing up very, very strongly in your romance spread off to the side here. And the fact that you have the Ten of Cups here, the Lovers, the Justice, and the Nine of Discs being reversed, this person is still very much lingering around you. And I do feel like they're wanting to come back into your life on some level, okay? You're sensing this emotionally. You feel like you had to cut off emotions for this person. There's going to be like a white flag moment here where either you or the other person tries to make amends, because I'm noticing the white lily here, like offering an apology. But someone in this equation is really, really defensive because of how hurt they've been, because of how strong they feel they've had to be, and they're feeling disconnected emotionally and pulling back, okay? And I'm seeing that here because this person's back is turned. Someone turned their back. So either you did this or they did this to you because of the Three of Swords energy, because of heartbreak. And you put up a lot of barriers if this was you that was protecting yourself from this. There's a lot of barriers in self-defense mode here. But you're feeling smug about this because Capricorn, you're getting justice in this situation because of how much you're healing. And then right next to the Nine of Cups, there's going to be something that happens towards the beginning of December where it's going to feel very, very justified, like emotionally satisfying to you. And it's coming from this person that is showing up here as the Knight of Cups, okay? Now, in your overall energy, you have the Seven of Discs And then you have the 8 of Discs. You've been working really hard on your career, on your stability, on your finances. You've been saving a lot of money. You've been harvesting all of your money for a rainy day, and you've been working really, really hard at this. So you've definitely redirected your energy back onto yourself. I can see that very, very clearly here. Because it's like in the darkness of the situation and of this pain that this person put you in, the only thing that you really felt like you could light in terms of lighting your own path and paving your own way and creating that sense of light in that darkness was the power that you felt from creating your own stability, from your own career, from your own job, your own finances, etc. That was your own flashlight in the darkness. And I'm seeing that pay off tremendously for you, Capricorn. Now, right next to this, and by the way, for others of you, you feel like you've put a lot of effort into this relationship or into this connection with this person. You felt like you really worked hard on this. But you're definitely at a crossroads regardless with the 2 of Wands here. Again, this is a choice. This is like, should you go right? Should you go left? And you have the Ace of Swords clarifying this. You're going to have clarity. You're going to know exactly which way to go with this person, whether or not you want to move forward with them, or whether or not you want to revisit the past, because the opportunity is going to be there for you this month. Because I'm seeing a strong offer coming towards you, but you're not going to completely feel like it's enough. So I just want you to be aware of that, okay? So even though it's going to feel emotionally satisfying, you're going to look at this offer and be like, is that it? And that's where these defenses are kind of being triggered here. Also, I'm seeing, Capricorn, you may come off to this person who's trying to offer this to you as being cold. Again, you're taking on the Queen of Swords energy and the Queen of Wands energy. So you may be very, very intimidating at this time because of how hard you've had to fight for your own heart and to regain your own sense of healing and stability. But the fact that you're going to be establishing peace back into your life after getting justice, after healing, you know, I don't think these defenses are such a bad thing. I think you're at the point where you need that. It's part of your healing process, and that's perfectly fine. Now, again, back to your strength reversed here towards the end of December. Whenever I see the Soul card on top of this, this is like ground zero. This is like nexus point. This means you're starting over, kind of from the ground up, emotionally, and it's going to be like a dark night of the soul moment. It's like you're becoming someone new. You're feeling newer, you're feeling refreshed, and you're feeling a lot more powerful. You're going through a metamorphosis in a way. Again, out of the darkness, you have this light in the center here. And that's what I was seeing over here. And even right here with the dark void in this crossroads depiction. But again, the Ace of Swords lighting the way. This is almost giving me like that, you know, flashlight kind of analogy here. As you can see, it's like the light is coming off the sword. That's symbolic of clear thinking and having the answer come to you effortlessly so that you know exactly what to do. You know exactly which way to go, how to say it, how to handle them, you know, what to say. It's going to come to you exactly how you should handle this person. It's going to be like a light bulb moment. And even though you may be emotionally feeling drained, you're not going to show this to other people. It's like you're keeping this behind closed doors. Even if you're feeling like you're losing strength, nobody can really tell because you're not expressing that. You're keeping it in. Okay, Capricorn, how you're feeling about this person. You have the Ten of Cups again, and it's reversed. Now, again, this is speaking about a connection or a relationship, okay? And you also have Let Your Friends Help You reversed. Again, you're not telling people that you are struggling or that you're going through this kind of heartbreaking situation. You may not even be telling people that this past heartbreak for some of you, this may have happened in the past. It may be an old heartbreak. You may not be telling people that it's still affecting you in a way that you feel is not healed. And that's what you're working on this month. And you are going to be healing. You have the Star, justice, happiness, and this healthy sense of boundary and defense, and you're going to be definitely feeling better, especially with this whole transformation towards the end of December. You're transforming feeling down and feeling like you don't have the strength. That's what you're transforming. But you're not letting your family or your friends know exactly what you're going through. And Spirit is saying, if you can and if you want to, then reach out, because that's going to help you through this, okay? Some of you are going through divorces, because whenever I see the 10 of Cups reversed and Justice, it can definitely be more of a legal situation in that regard. But for others of you, this is going to be a relationship that you feel is just not making you happy, or you may be feeling like this person is too immature to really give you what you need right now. You also have separation reversed. So someone that you have separated from, or someone that you're currently thinking about separating from, they want you back. They don't want to be separated from you. They don't want there to be a closure, or they don't want there to be an ending to this. So someone wants to come back into your life here. And I feel like you're the one trying to close this out, but you can still sense energetically the door's not completely closed. Now, interestingly enough, you do have the Knight of Swords here, which is another air sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That is the main element that I'm seeing in your reading. This person could definitely behave like an air sign, because they may have it in their sun, moon, or rising. They would be coming through as being closed off when it comes to communication, or communicating in a way that is cold, distant and detached, that kind of thing. But this person was going through a lot of mental issues that I think you were unaware of. I'm noticing he's holding her by the hair, and whenever a knight is reversed, that is a very dysfunctional character, I guess is the right word. They're just not stable. So you may have had to separate from this person because of their actions, because they were being non-communicative or controlling, or they just were being mean and cold. And I feel like that's why you are also taking on the Queen of Swords energy. It's kind of like matching their energy in a way. But with separation being reversed, someone's regretting this, and I do feel like it's on their end, okay? They don't want that separation to be between you. And again, you're feeling that as well. Sometimes we can feel another person's energy and mistake it as our own. That can definitely happen, especially if you're very intuitive yourself. If you have a lot of empathy, you may be getting thoughts or feelings from other people and mistaking it as your own, okay? Now, Capricorn, we're going to take a look at how this person feels about you, and also the outcome of the situation. That's on the extended. The extended readings are on Patreon, and the link is in the description box below. But you can stay tuned towards the end of this reading for a little snippet, a little preview of it. And let me just cut the deck here. Six of Cups reversed. Okay, there's a past energy that is definitely highlighted this month. Do not be surprised if they try reaching out to you. You're on their mind and they're on your mind. The Lovers, you may even be dealing with a Gemini specifically. I am seeing Libra here. Ace of Swords, again, you are going to have clarity on this. For some of you, that non-communication barrier is going to break with the Ace of Swords, meaning communication's coming in. Okay, after a period of waiting, the Hanged Man is here again. Yes, okay. So it's reiterating it, Capricorn. And also you have Leo here. So for some of you, you may be dealing with a Leo. Okay, those are the elements I'm seeing, and we'll break this down further in the extended. Okay, Capricorn, I love you all so much. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye. Really wanted to reach out to you. They really want to communicate with you. They want to be back in your life. And you have the Knight of Swords reversed on top of this. They would not tell you that though. So they're keeping themselves very detached emotionally. They're not communicating.